What's going on, guys? JSR15 here, and welcome back to another Pokemon Sun and Moon episode review. Pokemon League has now finished. The exhibition match has also finished. Ash is the ultimate champion of Alola. So what's going to happen now? Well, if you want to find out and want to hear my thoughts and opinions on this episode, stay tuned because we are going through it now. This week's episode is episode 145, The Sun, the Moon, and Our Dreams. We start today's episode without a recap, which is also nice to see because we've had a recap for so many episodes in a row. It's finally nice to not have a recap. We then get to see an Ultra Wormhole, which has opened up above Kukui's house, which now means Naganadel has to go back home. It seemed like that they tried to make it emotional, but I mean, it just wasn't. I don't think the connection was there with Naganadel. If it was Poipole, then maybe a little bit, but I didn't really get emotional at all at it. Back at the Pokemon school, Kukui is telling everyone there's going to be a vacation period. We then go around the class and see what everyone's going to be doing. Sophocles says that he wants to go to the Moss Deep Space Center in Hoenn to have a look around there. Lana will be helping her dad look for a Manaphy. I mean, why isn't Manaphy protecting the Sea Temple back in Hoenn? We'll never know. Mallow's making some changes to the cafe, making it look a bit better and changing the menu a little bit. Lily wants to awaken Morgana, and what Kiawe wants to do is pointless because he just wants to battle Ash. And Ash, well, Ash doesn't know what he wants to do during the vacation, but I mean, we all know what he's going to be doing. When Ash and Kukui were walking home from the Pokemon school, there was a part in that made me laugh. It was the part where Ash said he's been thinking, and Rotom just came at him and said, wait, Ash has been thinking? It honestly did make me laugh. I think it's the first time that I've ever laughed at something that Rotom said, and it did make me laugh, to be honest. It really did. I also really liked how we got to see little previews of everyone working on their projects during the vacation. I mean, we got to see Sophocles doing some research on the Moss Deep Space Center. We get to see Lana, who's getting ready with her dad and her sisters to look for Manaphy. We also get to see Mallow in a cafe, making some of the new food, giving it to the Pokemon, letting her friends try it. Seems to be going down really well. We also get to see Lily, who is trying her best to awaken Morgana. Nothing really seems to be happening, but I'm sure we'll come back to that later on in the episode. Once we've had a look at what everyone's working on for the vacation, the next thing we get to see is a battle between Ash and Kiawe. Wait, I thought this was a battle that Kiawe wanted to do during the vacation. Why are they doing it now? Anyway, the battle's already started. One thing I did like about the battle is the fact that they did it at the Kahuna battle site, at the Grand Trial site, and not just some random place in the middle of nowhere. I liked how they did that. During the battle, I felt like there was some good animation points and some things we've seen over and over again. A bit like Kiawe's Z move. I mean, how many times have we seen Inferno Overdrive? I mean, I've lost count. We've seen it so many times. It feels like it's just the same animation over and over again, just with a different background. I also thought it was a little bit strange during the battle how we only saw parts of the battle before it was all over. Oh, by the way, if you wanted to know who won, Ash won the battle. It looks like Kiawe will have to come up with something else to do during the vacation now that he's lost to Ash. And before we know it, he does come up with something. He says he wants to become stronger and learn more Z moves. Yes, Kiawe, I agree with you. You do need to learn a lot more Z moves. And he also gives a hint out that he might want to become an island king, an island kahuna. And to be honest, I can really see Kiawe becoming a kahuna and becoming an island king. Anyway, back at Lily's house, which is far too big for just her and her butler to live in, we get to see Gladion arrive with Zoroark. We then get to see Zoroark having a look around the room, remembering it, having a look at Morgana, and making its illusion, which, I mean, it was okay. We got to see a baby Lily beginning to walk for the first time. But then, Morgana's heart awoken, and it wakes up and gives Lily some nice flowers. During the night, Ash realizes what he wants to do during the vacation, and it's to see the rest of the world. And it looks like he's going to be starting this journey in his hometown, Pallet Town. And once he said that, that is where the episode ended. So there we go. That is the second to last Pokemon Sun and Moon episode. What did you guys think of it? I thought that they're just filling in the space before the final episode next week. I mean, this episode, it had some good points and it had some bad points. Bad points being the fact that we've seen the Kiawe Z move, Inferno Overdrive, over and over again. I'm starting to get a bit bored of it now. If the episode didn't happen, would it have made a really big impact in the story? Probably not. I mean, we saw Lily awaken Morgana, but apart from that, we didn't really get to see much else happen. The things I did like in the episode was the fact that we got to see what everyone wants to do during the vacation period. The fact that Sophocles wants to visit the Moss Deep Space Center in Hoenn, I thought that was really good throwback there. The fact that Lina wants to try and hunt for a mythical Pokemon, thought that was interesting to see as well. Another part I really liked about the episode was with the Magearna and Lily section. I thought it was really good how they did that part of the episode, how Lily was trying to awaken Magearna and then seeing Zoroark's illusion of having her dad there and having Lily as a baby and seeing Gladeon and her mum and getting Magearna really upset and making it wake up. I thought that it was really good how they did that part. So the rating I'm going to give today's episode is a 6 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10, somewhere in the middle there. Again, I thought the episode had some good points, but if it didn't happen, would we really missed it? Probably not. But there we go, that's where I'm going to end this episode off. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. We've only got next week's episode and that's the end of Sun and Moon. I mean, we might get to see a bonus episode like we've done in the past where a returning character comes back and meets a couple of the gang now. But, I mean, we'll have to see. It might happen, it might not happen. We'll just have to see. Let me know what you thought of this down below in the comments section. And finally, subscribe to the channel if you are new. As you know, next week is the final Sun and Moon episode ever. So make sure you're subscribed for that. But thank you once again for watching. And I'll see you next week with the final episode.